in March I saw yesterday, and I adored it.
Oh, good.
I loved it. I didn't know there would. It's a period thing, and sometimes it's easy to get that kind of thing wrong. But a fascinating story as well. And the story, the idea for the film comes from quite an unusual source, doesn't it? Who was it who first suggested they make this movie?
It was the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
So it was Sarah Ferguson, Fergie, not Fergie from Black Eyed Peas, Fergie from Ex of the Royal Family.
Yeah.
So she must have, you know, read up on the young Victorian.
Well, I think it was her idea, and then she brought it to Graham King, and then Julian Fellowes just ran with it, and he's a historical buff, so...
And was it the usual audition process, or did you get invited in for this?
I mean, it was, I think I found out about it early on from my pushy agent. So I went to meet them, and I rarely do kind of an impassioned plea for something, but I really wanted to do this, so... And
was that because you'd already read the script, or you knew
Yeah, I'd read the script, and I knew that I was probably the elimination process for someone bigger.
Yeah, but it's a terrific... Well, this is kind of, in a way, your first lead, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And is that tricky when you go in knowing that you're essentially carrying the movie?
I did find that frightening and daunting, and I felt the kind of pressure of responsibility that comes with that. But I more just fell in love with her and everything that I read about her, and she was so fascinating. I think the preconception of her is that she's this old, repressed, sour-faced cow with a hanky on her head.
Walking around with a black frock with a hanky on, yeah. Look, there you go. But what a remarkable life. I mean, and presumably, historically, it's all accurate. I mean, the thing about her...
It is. I mean, she actually did lead this very lonely, closeted childhood where she wasn't allowed friends, or she had to walk downstairs with someone holding her hand.
Always
she slept in the same room as her mum.
Was that in case she slipped and fell?
In case she slipped, yeah.
So the next in line at the phone would have gone. What a weird upbringing.
So it was very lonely, I think, for her. Yeah. So it's remarkable she had the resilience to kind of carry through and become queen.
And real strength of character, if we'd have believed the movie, to resist other people who wanted to take some of that power from her, at least early on. Who's that with you? Who's the young fellow with you playing the young Prince Albert?
Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend. He's Keira Knightley's young man, I believe.
Yes.
He's tremendous in the film.
He's brilliant, and he was kind of the only guy who could have played the part, really.
We have a clip. This is out next Friday. Really, I recommend it wholeheartedly. This is Young Victoria.
The park is marvellous.
So pleased you like it. I do want you to feel quite at home. I'm sure you're aware why I wished you to come here. Because it would make me happier than anything. Too happy, really, if you would agree to what I wish.
And stay with you.
And stay with me.
And marry you.
And marry me.
Emily Blunt as the young Victoria. That's a lovely scene. I've got to confess, I welled up a little bit when she finds love there.
I love that you did.
It's a really lovely romantic story. It's beautifully told, and you carry it brilliantly. I think, I think you know, as long as you don't make some dodgy movies over the next 2 years, you'll be fine.
I probably have.
Well, your next one, it could be great, could be terrible. Let's wait and see.
The
Wolfman.
Oh, yeah.
Emily's in
You
The
had
Wolfman.
Benicio, didn't you?
We had Benicio del Toro. What a great fella. I loved his company. And this looks just for